Storytime with Stone. Advice to Little Girls by Mark Twain. Good little girls ought not to make mouths at their teachers for every trifling offence. This retaliation should only be resorted to under peculiarly aggravated circumstances. If you have nothing but a rag doll stuffed with fucking sawdust, while one of your more fortunate little playmates has a costly china one, well, you should treat her with a show of kindness nevertheless. And you ought not to attempt to make a forcible swap with her, unless your conscience would justify you in doing it. And you know, you were able to fucking do it. You ought never to take your little brother's chewing gum away from him by main force. It's better to rope him in with the promise of the first $2.50 you find floating down the river on a grindstone. In the artless simplicity natural to this time of life, he will regard it as a perfectly fair transaction. In all ages of the world, this eminently plausible fiction has lured the obtuse infant to financial ruin and disaster over and fucking over. If at any time you find it necessary to correct your fucking brother, do not correct him with mud. Never, on any account, throw mud at him. 'Cause it'll spoil his clothes. It is better to scold him a little, for then you obtain desirable results. You secure his immediate fucking attention to the lesson you were inculcating him with. And at the same time, your hot water will have a tendency to move impurities from his person and possibly the skin in spots. It's acne to you and me. If your mother tells you to do a thing, it is wrong to reply that you won't. It is far fucking better and more becoming to intimate that you will do as she bids you and then afterwards act quietly in the matter according to the dictates of your best judgment. You should ever bear in mind that it is to your kind parents that you are indebted for your food and for the privilege of staying home from school when you let on that you're a little sick. Therefore, you ought to respect their little prejudices and humour them, their little whims, and put up with their little foibles until they get to crowding you too much. And then you can tell them to fuck off. Anyway, good little girls always show marked deference for the aged. You ought never to sass old people, unless of course they fucking sass you first. And there ends my advice to little girl. The end. That was a super short one, wasn't it? Alright, did you learn that lesson, everyone? Don't sass your elders, aka me, unless I sass you first, alright? Right then, let's wrap it up.